Hello there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Allie 108. Thank you so much for tuning into another reading today. This is a viewer request that we're doing today, and if you have clicked on the video, you know who it's about. The Chinese actress Zhao Lusi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Zhao Lusi. She is a Chinese actress, quite famous, and going through a bit of a scandal right now, actually, because of certain things with her company. I know that with many, and we've seen it with K-pop tarot as well, and K-pop readings, and just general drama that goes on in East Asia and the East Asian entertainment scene. There are a lot of scandals and politics and, like, if I can just say, like, black energy things that go on in these huge companies and in these huge hierarchies in, like, especially in East Asia. Yeah, and I know it myself because for a while I was over there as well. Though I will tell you guys that I'm like, I'm not ethnically Asian at all. Like, I'm really ethnically European, you can say. But basically, yeah, I was over in actually China for a while, working there, and I know how the mentality can be and how things can be with hierarchies in the workplace, with power dynamics, and I can see just how intensively that goes on through the entertainment industry in China and in Korea as well. I believe it's in Japan as well. So yeah, there's that old kind of Confucian, maybe it's Confucian value of having to respect authority, respecting the people who are above you. It's really a question, like, how can you ever break through and break out of it? The only way is to become like a corrupt kind of dictator yourself. So we're seeing this kind of situation coming up here with Zhao Lusi as well. But I feel like she's a very strong woman. When I look at her photo, I tap into her as someone who needs to be true to herself, and someone who, like, if she stops being true to herself, it can cause her damage. I know that she is a Scorpio sun sign. She's an earth tiger as well in her Chinese astrology, which tells me that she is someone who needs to feel comforted. And with the Scorpio water sign energy there, it is giving like someone who needs to feel taken care of, and someone who, if she is in a state of abuse, it's gonna cause her real physical turmoil and hardship as well. So today we are doing a type of past, present, future reading for Zhao Lusi. We are going to focus mostly on this scandal and situation that is coming up here for Zhao Lusi right now with her company. Some people have said that she has left her contract, but we are going to see what comes up about this and if she's going to be able to pull through. And so if you are new to the channel today, let me just explain what we do. We take the first line for past, the second line for present, and the third line for future. We take a few oracle cards, and then we take our tarot cards. As well, I do like to pull something from Past Life Oracle, but today I think we should just generally pull one Past Life Oracle card to look at her life and situation before this whole trouble with her company started. So let's now ask, starting the reading, what do we need to know about Zhao Lusi's life before this whole scandal with her company started? And all the difficulties. Please give us an indication. Performer, yes, performer, of course. She's an actress. It says actor here, entertainer, musician. Yeah, she was simply trying to do the best that she could at her job, is what I'm hearing. She was trying to be the best actress that she could. She thought she's going to be very famous. I feel like, though, she realized what may come with great fame, especially as being a Chinese citizen. there is a hierarchy that exists, and I feel like there was a pressure on her to stay in line, a pressure on her not to speak out, a pressure on her to be the person that they wanted her to be. I feel a great pressure on her. You've seen the piano, hands playing the piano here. You know those great pianists, they practice, sometimes even to the point of their own exhaustion. And I actually get a message right now about Mozart. And if any of you know about Mozart and the history of Mozart, he actually pretty much died creating music. He had an early young death, and he was tortured by the musical pieces, the final musical pieces that he was writing. So there is that kind of energy coming up. I got a message about Mozart. If any of you have seen the movie Amadeus, highly recommend it. It is about the story of Mozart. It is kind of a satire. But yeah, I am seeing that kind of thing, like a lot of pressure on her to perform and to practice and to be the best. Like, she didn't get to be the best simply by sitting by and letting it happen. I feel like a lot of people were invested in her, is what the message I'm getting. A lot of people are invested in her. I get an energy of kind of like betting on horses, or like, you know, betting on something. It's like she's a product and people are buying her stock, if you know what I mean. So, oh yes, I did also read that she had some kind of business, a bakery business or a pastry business or something like that. I am hearing that a lot of people were invested in her, and I feel like they're still invested in her. They're still trying to believe in her. But you know what? I feel like people have been treating her like a commodity. Really, like a company, like something they can invest in, and like they want to push it to do what they want to make sure that they get the most out of her, or out of this like product that they're so-called investing in, which is her. So she's in a very kind of dehumanizing position, actually, is what I'm hearing. Poor girl, honestly, poor girl. So let's see what comes up in her past. What are the significant things we need to know about her past, recent past, or distant past even? I'm actually getting an indication right now about something that happened in her distant past. It could have even been when she was new into acting, like in her first film or something. I'm feeling this event or thing that happened with her is kind of like a catalyst. Something that she's been carrying. She's been carrying the memory of this event throughout her whole career. And I get the number 2013 coming up, so it could have been way back then. I don't know how long she has been acting for, but I do get the feeling like there is something that happened around that time which she has thought about a lot, and it has caused her a lot of difficulty. Wow. Okay. Now that I'm saying that, I do get the indication about her stress and anxiety, and I feel like that event that happened is perpetually causing her trauma. It's an undealt with trauma that she has to face or deal with, maybe with a psychologist or whoever. She has to cure that. Otherwise, I feel she's going to have this anxiety and depression for her whole life. I feel like the anxiety and depression, part of it is because of people treating her as something or someone less than human. But part of it is also because of this traumatic thing which happened to her. I'm feeling that I feel like she hasn't properly been able to talk about it with anyone. And like people haven't really sympathized with her because of that. I get a message right now that she has expressed how she has been stressed or depressed and having anxiety. But it's like people around her are like, yeah, we don't want to listen, because they're treating her as a commodity. They're treating her as like a product rather than a person who has human needs. It's so unfortunate. But let's see what comes up in the cards right now for Zhao Lusi. What do we need to know about her past? Surrender. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Wow. There's an energy coming up here in this card of feeling powerless, basically. Powerless. Like giving up your soul. You see here, there's this girl and there's this line coming out, and it's this bird, this soul coming out. And I feel like in any other context, this card would be positive. In another situation, I have had this card come up in readings before when I get a way different feeling from it, that something may be very positive for a person. But no, oh, in this card today, it's hitting me so hard. I'm actually like, as an empathic clairvoyant, guys, I'm getting tears coming to my eyes right now, feeling as if this person is truly in a cage, like a prison, like a real prison. She's like a prisoner in her situation, and I feel her like she has to break out of it, and she wants to break out of it, because otherwise, I want to tell you, I feel like she's thinking, or she has thought about leaving this world, you know, unaliving herself, or, you know, taking her own life, or somehow just wanting to be rid of this existence, because she's been in so much pain and stress and unhappiness. Really, unhappiness is what's coming up here. You see, learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. That's how it's felt for her. These people are using her. I feel like they are, I really get a slave kind of energy coming up here. Like she's being held captive by whoever is benefiting from her. It can be the people who are managing her. Gosh, again, it comes up, they're treating her like a commodity. So the ego learns what's hardest: to stop trying to control the whole universe. Guys, at a certain point, you know, there are some kind of concepts in Eastern meditation about surrender your ego, just bow down to those who are above you, bow down to your teachers or your gurus or whoever. But in this case, I get that feeling like for her to just bow down and let her ego go is not the correct thing for her to do, because she's being used. She's being used and, in a sense, abused. And I feel it more so as financial or emotional abuse rather than physical. But yes, there is some kind of abuse that has happened with her. So what comes up for her past? Let's see what comes up here. Oh, old car, weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, needs restoration, overdue, old habits die hard, enduring the good old days, family patterns, back in time, stuck in the past, nostalgia. They're working her too hard. And with the stuck in the past and nostalgia, I get that feeling that she at times has truly wished that she never stood in the limelight at all. She wished, and maybe still wishes, that she could have just been a regular girl, like going to a job, not being in the spotlight, not being in the entertainment industry, because the way that they're treating her is really, really hard, really tough. And with number 8 coming up here, it tells me about secrets. Like there are things that she could not express to anyone. And with Pisces energy, it's deep emotions, you know, exhaustion, truly, truly exhaustion. And I'll tell you something more. Her depression and her anxiety and her emotional mix-up that she has had in the past and come out publicly saying that she has had is because of her exhaustion as well, and how they are overworking her like a mule, like a donkey, really. And if any of you are Chinese here, guys, I will say, when I was in China myself, I was astonished how Chinese people, they work a day and night, like all day, every day, all the time. Like, that's exhausting. If the entertainment industry is like that as well, especially if people are very much invested in her, they're going to want to push her to work, you know, work until you drop. And even then, we're gonna give you something to shock you so you come back to life, you know. Really, guys, if you're Chinese, maybe you know what I mean. Maybe you know what I mean. I hope it's not like offensive to you. But when I was in China, I did see it myself, that some parents would push their kids to work so much that they would become like sick, and then they would go in the hospital and take an injection shot of immunity stuff just to make them get healthy again, like instantly. It's like, that's not the way. That is not that is not the proper way of preserving health. It's definitely not the way in traditional Chinese medicine and other traditional systems around the world. That is not the natural way. That's not the way to be. So let's see what comes up in the tarot for her past situation. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Wands. I'm hearing right now balance. She needs balance in her life, and she needed balance in her life. Since we are looking at the past, she's needed strong balance in her life that she hasn't got. So I do want to say something as well. There is that old expression or saying, I don't remember exactly where it comes from. It could be like Laozi or one of those Chinese philosophers, but if you're looking into the past, it will make you depressed. And if you're looking into the future, it will give you anxiety. So that tells me if she had both anxiety and depression, that means she was looking into the past and looking into the future as well. Like, means that she wanted to be anywhere but the present, anywhere but where she was, because something was causing her suffering so much in that present moment that she was in. So let's see what else comes up. The Star, yes. Nine of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Shall we take one more? And it's like this Hanged Woman. Yes, Hanged Woman. I love this deck because there are a lot of female characters. For female readings, I like to use this deck a lot. So yeah, you see her with Six of Pentacles. I feel like now number 6 is the house of sickness in astrology. The house of hospitals, sickness, pentacles. It's like I feel her in the past that she invested a lot in her health. And I'm hearing and I'm seeing not only about her mental health, but looking good, like working out, facial treatments. Like, I actually feel that it could be her producers, her company, investing a lot of money into her. Like, we're going to get you a personal trainer. We're going to get you the best makeup stylist. You can get plastic surgery if you want. You can get anything you want to look good and be the best that you can be. Like, you are our #1 star product. You're a big fish. You're the idol, basically, that we're investing in, and we are putting everything into you. So it feels here with the King of Wands in reverse, like those people feel that they're losing a lot. If they lose her, they've lost a lot of money. They've lost a lot of their investments. They're expecting her to do what they want. With the Star here and with Nine of Wands, I get this energy of wishing for something else and wanting to escape from her side. I want to say as well with the Ace of Pentacles here and Hanged Woman, I don't feel like that energy of wanting to escape was immediate for her. I feel like it's something that happened over time. Like with Ace of Pentacles here, I feel with her stardom and star power and how she developed her star power over time, she felt like, I have greater options now, or I have greater power in my hands right now. You see here, there's a spider on the hand with this Ace of Pentacles, and it's that energy of the spider spinning the web, creating something for herself and trying to make it come alive. And this Ace of Pentacles in this deck always gives me that vibe of isolationism as well. You see that house in the valley, in the woods. It's like being far away from something. So I do feel like over time she realized that, hey, I have star power, I have money in my pocket, I have things that I can do for myself, and I don't need to answer to the company anymore. I don't need to answer to those people who are trying to use me as a commodity anymore. I'm tired of this. I've had enough. That's what I'm hearing. With the Nine of Wands, yeah, it is that energy of trying to get out of here, trying to escape, make something new for myself. I feel like that's what her, I believe she had some kind of pastry or bakery company. I believe that was part of her plan, to invest in something for herself with the money she already has and take care of herself like that. But with the Hanged Woman also coming up, it's like her perspective changed from what it was before, from wanting to be that good girl image. I'll listen to you, I'll listen to the company. And I get the message now that she felt in the beginning, or up until recently, that, oh, the company is trying to help me. They want to do something good for me. They want to, she had a very positive, kind of optimistic outlook about the company. But over time, something changed. They're trying to work her too hard. They started to try to work her too hard. They didn't listen to her when she said, I can't handle it, I can't bear it. I get the words, I'm not a robot, I'm a human being, coming up. And they were exploiting her. I feel like they may still be trying to exploit her. Let's see what comes up in the present moment for Zhao Lusi right now. So what do we need to know about Zhao Lusi? I actually feel there's something coming up with these two cards. It's this one first. Grounded. Okay. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. So there is that energy of wanting to be a regular person again, instead of a huge superstar who's like owned by the company, just like a front really for company exploitation, like being treated as a product, as if she's some brand of a car, you know, or some kind of brand of something that you buy in the supermarket, is the message I'm getting. So seeing as this is her present moment, I feel like she may be feeling a lot better about the situation. But let's see what comes up in the second card here. Oh, inner child. I did have a feeling that this kind of card would come up today. So it says, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and fears. Self-love, taking care of herself, finally getting the help she needs, I believe, about her depression, anxiety, potentially dark thoughts. That's good. I feel like she's doing a lot of healing right now. I'm happy for her. Let's see what else comes up in the cards. In our oracles. What do we need to know about her present moment? Yes. Oh, lone wolf, alone, loneliness card. Biker, lone wolf style, nonconformist, standing up, breaking rules, enjoy the ride, moving on, swift actions, maverick also, which means like someone who goes off on their own. So I'm happy for her. I feel like in the present moment, she's breaking free from the company, from their constraints. Or potentially it could be that they're finally listening to her, but no, that's not it. I get the feeling that the contract with the company is going away. It's ending. She's really, truly getting free from them. I do want to ask in the tarot today if there will be any repercussions, if there will be any consequences for her leaving the company. Let's look at that present moment. Well, let's look at that in the future line, actually. Right now in the present moment, let's just see, what do we need to know about her present going on right now? Two of Cups. Good. King of Swords. Eight of Wands. Strength. Nine of Cups. Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups here, it is about nourishing your heart, nourishing your soul, because number 4 gives that Cancer energy, Cancer sign energy, and 4th house energy as well. I feel like the conclusion here, coming to the Four of Cups, is like she is nourishing herself and surrounding herself with people who can help her out of her situation. You see this person or this fairy here in the Four of Cups, she's like feeling really bad and hiding away from the world. So I do get that energy coming up, like she's trying to stay by herself right now, only letting people in who are supportive and kind to her. I feel like there has been a lot of backlash against her, maybe even from people who she's close to. And it could have been that energy of feeling like she didn't know who she could trust. Can I still trust my friends, my family, the people who were there for me before, the people who have been truly there for me along this way? Because I feel like some trusted people or close people to her in her life could have told her, like, try to deal with your issues the way you can, but don't quit your job, don't quit the company. I feel like there were many people who were siding with the company actually, and she stayed true to herself in this situation. I get that with Two of Cups here in reverse coming up, like, wow, I can't trust my friends. I can't trust maybe even some of my family members. Like, they told me to do the thing which is not correct for me. And with King of Swords here, I see her standing up for herself. With Eight of Wands in reverse, you see it's this person like throwing up these torches into the air, and actually the torches could be coming down to her, kind of channeling this energy from the universe or from God and saying, like, you know, I need help, I need divine help, and really asking for, maybe even asking for divine beings to help her in a way, asking for some kind of divinity to please see her suffering and cure her from this suffering. With number 8 here coming up as well. Number 8 is that Scorpio and 8th house energy of like occultism or esotericism. So it does really give me that feeling like she could have asked for help from a higher source, you know, from divinity, from whoever she may or may not pray to. I actually feel her, and I know in China it's quite common that people are quite atheistic actually, or they don't want to be open about spirituality or religion. I do get a feeling though that there is something that she did to make herself feel better. There are still in China, like, people, they believe in lucky numbers, they believe in lucky things, good fortune and good omens. I get that feeling like she could have placed some of those things around her and felt like those things did help her to manifest her own strength within herself, which brings us to the next card about strength, taking back her own strength. And you see this infinity symbol here. Now, I know that Chinese people are very much this infinity symbol, and even characters, Chinese characters or Chinese words that mean something like this infinity symbol, like it's lucky. So I feel her, like she feels like her good luck is coming back around right now. Like, thank you for, you know, thank you to the ancestors, or thank you to the good omens for giving me your blessings. Finally, you saw my suffering, you saw how I was crying. With 9 of Cups here as well, it is that energy of taking back your emotions, taking back your life. Even still, with 4 of Cups, she has a long healing journey to go. It's not over yet. There's still more that she has to do in her healing journey to feel good for herself. I do feel like she could be taking a break from acting if she ever goes back. So we are going to check that now in the next line. So is she ever going to go back to acting? What do we need to know about her future? So this card popped out. Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Yes. Fiery ring of resentment. Like, people around her who resent her or hate her. I feel like there are a lot of people who are angry at her, or at least a handful of people who are angry at her for quitting and for not being okay. With this card also, I always get that feeling of breaking the chains and flying free, like a free bird. Release me from its bonds. So I feel like she is going to go into the future not wanting to be in another film company or production company, or just wanting to be free. I get that feeling that she does not want such fame anymore. Like, she feels it is a prison because of the companies, because of the tricks you have to play, because of the role you have to play in your daily life as a famous person, especially in her position of a famous person Chinese famous person. So I feel like there was a lot of hierarchy she had to deal with. She had to basically just say yes to everything. They didn't give her a lot of freedom at all with her career or who she was. I feel like potentially she couldn't even choose for herself her own movies or her own things that she wanted to act in. I feel like there was a lot of control on her, and I'm seeing right now contract. I'm seeing her signing a contract, and it's like this contract bound her in this prison cell of a life. It's truly unfortunate, is what I can say. Extremely difficult to live like that. So what comes up for her future? What else do we need to know? Thank you. What else do we need to know for her future? Telephone. Okay. Connection, communication, conversation, getting through, two-way street, message, vocal, loud and clear, reaching out. Notification, throat chakra, inner voice, rings a bell. So I do actually get a message here about her using her star power to continue to make money for herself, but in a more independent way. And with the telephone, the first thing that came up to me was about her live stream. We know that she did a live stream recently, which was very popular, and I feel like it could be something that she does more in the future, or I feel like she could be investing in her own personal brand of something that she may be selling over a live stream, over the phone, over Chinese TikTok, or whatever the big apps are now in China. I do want to say that I feel she may be recognized a bit more internationally, especially in East Asia. I'm seeing actually like Vietnam, the Philippines, Japan, maybe South Korea as well. I'm not sure about that. It's not coming up so strongly. But I feel like she is going to put her message out there more and more. And, oh, this is really interesting what's coming through. I feel like she could become a mental health advocate very strongly. She could be making some videos or promoting psychology or the importance of mental health and feeling good in yourself for her audience. So I feel like this is something that she feels has to truly be talked about a lot more in China, potentially, because she feels like there's not enough help. Like when she was in the desperate need the most, there was no one around to listen to her and to help her or to be sympathetic to her. And I feel like she is going to want to give that back to the world, to her audience. And she already has the star power. People already know her face, they know her image, they know her voice, her name. So just because she's not with the company anymore doesn't mean that she can't continue to do things in the public eye, I believe. Now, I feel like I actually do get a message that there could be some backlash from her company and maybe potentially the company, her previous company, not being happy with her, maybe wanting to sue her, maybe wanting to take her down even more for putting her own public image out her, and them being angry that they don't own her anymore. There is a lot of that energy coming up, but let's see what else comes up in the tarot today for this situation. So 3 of Wands. Temperance. 7 of Cups. Oh, the Hierophant. Knight of Cups. And one more. We have 3 of Pentacles. And I feel like this one is a secret, so this is a bonus. 3 of Pentacles. So we have a lot of 3s coming up here. So, well, not a lot. There's 3 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles. So I do feel like there may be something where she speaks her voice more and more, because number 3 is Mercury energy, it's throat chakra energy, it is Gemini energy as well, about communication, about showing your intelligence. And I see her with this 3 of Wands, it is about taking action in some way. And 3 of Pentacles as well is that this new thing that she's going to do is going to bring her money as well. So with the Hierophant also, and with Temperance, it's like she's going to be seen in the public as quite a wise woman, a woman who is trying to help people, a woman who knows who she is, like feels grounded in herself, and is trying to help others to express their own feelings or emotions. With Knight of Cups as well, it's really that energy of like being grounded in her emotions, but also holding her voice in high esteem, you know, believing in herself. With 7 of Cups here as well. Number 7 always tells me about new ventures or new relationships, new connections. And I feel like there could potentially be new brand endorsements, or maybe a new, I don't want to say necessarily a new company, because I feel her being very hesitant to sign any contracts with a company that is going to like own her again. But I get that feeling that she could potentially work with other endorsers or brands who want to support her and support what she's doing with her ideas and her work. So I definitely feel like she's going to go through a healing process right now. It's going to be a continual healing process, but especially with her being a water sign of Scorpio and being an earth tiger, it gives me that feeling that her actual life mission should be to heal people and help people heal their emotions and help people become strong within themselves and stand up tall and feel grounded within themselves. So this mission that she's starting right now, starting with her own healing and going into the future, it is her life's purpose. It's her life path, her life goal. So let's see what comes up in this secret card that we had pop out today. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Okay. So with the 5 of Swords, yes, that was what I was feeling, that there may be backlash. There may be backlash coming up for her. So yeah, sorry, you know, even with the screaming, if you heard that, I paused the video because there were some kids outside screaming. So with this 5 of Swords and with that screaming coming up, I feel like it's giving us a sign as well of her still being under fire potentially from those people who are essentially like envious of her. They want to stop her. They want her to not succeed in the future things that she's going to do. I feel there's an energy of somebody who's going to be slanderous against her. It could be her old company trying to really take her down in any way, shape, or form, putting gossip out about her, trying to ruin her projects, all kinds of different stuff. But I feel like she, with her strong fan base, they're going to kind of overcome and try to push out the company. And it's really a story, I feel, of like the good guys win in this situation. Like she's the good guy, and her followers and fan base here with the 7 of Cups coming up here, it tells me that she's going to have a lot of support around her, and it's going to be helpful for her to conquer any of these slanderous things that come up for her in the future. So let's just take one more card today in the oracles for Zhao Lusi. Oh, it really dropped out. What do we need to know? It's this. The mother within 3 to 6 months. There could be some kind of energy of connecting more with her mother, or there could be an energy of her really becoming the mother for the world. So I feel like she's going to become that very supportive person, especially with all the water energy she has around her in her astrology with the, with the Scorpio, but with the Earth Tiger as well. It is that energy of Taurus, which is that groundedness. Groundedness. So people are going to look up to her a lot and see her as a person that they want to have solidarity with, that they want to support, because it's like they're going to really believe in what she's doing. She's going to be known. I feel like she may be known all around the world because of this, because of standing up to the system, basically, the system that really broke her. I do get that feeling that she is getting out, or she got out before things got too serious with her, too dark with her, that she spoke up and it was the thing that she needed to do. Because otherwise, I don't even want to think about otherwise, what she could have done, like even to herself potentially. So yeah, friends, thank you so much for watching this reading today. If you like it, please give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more readings. And by the way, guys, I do have an Instagram. You can contact me on there for personal readings. I am doing things at a fairly reasonable price right now. You can ask any questions. I will send video readings for customers and clients. Have been starting with that, have been doing that as well. I do want to say I do really appreciate viewer requests. So if you have any celebrities or world events or any kind of topic that you are interested to know more about through the cards, please comment down below. And yeah, that's all. Until next time, wish you all the best. Love and light. Bye.